suffer more in our head than we do in our real life. We create the worst case scenarios in our life, and after we create those scenarios in our life, we start feeding those scenarios. We start telling ourselves that this is how it's going to be, that's just how it's always been, or this is how to pan it out. You don't know how it's going to pan out. In that moment, you are prophet lying. That's right, prophet lying. Y'all know I make up something. Prophet lying to yourself. God is in control of the outcome. You do not get to control the outcome. You don't know what he's going to do. You don't know how he's going to move. You don't know the door that he's going to open. You don't know the way that he's going to make. You don't know that. You have one job, and your job is to trust the what? Trust the process. That's it. You got one job, and that's to trust the process, to show up and trust and believe that he's going to do exceedingly and abundantly more than you can ask or think. But we get to places in our life where we want to take back control, and I don't need this anymore. I don't need that anymore. I can do it by myself. I don't need no help. Girl, I was going, but I quit. I was doing, but I quit. And I'm moving this way and I'm moving that way. Yeah, they have all of that passion with it. They have all of that. I got this right here. Baby, they got all of that until the bottom start falling out. That's a fact. The cup. You wait, you let your cup get all the way full. Cup all the way full. You're working on yourself. You fasting. You praying. You in the right rooms. You doing all the reading. You got your pressure plan in place. You over there worshiping. You got all this stuff going for you. You inside of the seminars, the webinars, the master classes. You are working on yourself. Understand, you working on yourself. You went from a dry cup that had nothing in it, cup that was completely empty, to now all of a sudden, now your cup is filling. Every single day your cup is filling. It's getting fuller and fuller by the day, baby. All of a sudden, you got an overflow coming. Right now, you got that overflow, and then you back away. You backslide. You step out of alignment. You start operating out of yourself. Understand, you get too busy with life. Life is out here life, and now all of a sudden, you're not working on yourself like you used to. You got that cup, remember? Imaginary cup. Imagine your cup. You got your cup, and your cup just sitting on the counter. Every single day that your cup just sit there idle. Every single day that you don't pour into your cup. Every single day that you don't open up that word and read. Every single day that you're not in prayer, that you don't have a steady fasting life, a steady meditating life. Every single day you're losing a little bit of what's in that cup. Every single day that you're not working on yourself, you're losing a little bit of what you put inside of that cup until that cup becomes dry. It becomes empty. You can put your finger down there. You ain't got nothing but residue left in the bottom of the cup, because now you stop your pour. You cut off the pour. You stop working on yourself. You stop doing what was needed that was keeping you with that overflow. And not to mention, can we be real or can we be real? Not to mention the fact you forgot about all the people that was connected to you as well. As long as you're working on yourself, long as you're showing up and you're doing the things, taking the risk, becoming the trailblazer of the family, becoming the risk taker of the family, becoming the curse breaker of the family. As long as you're doing that, you're doing what? You're also helping everybody that's connected. Your children, your children's children, your baby cousins, your community, and everybody else. They're being free through the things that you're doing. They're looking at you and they saying, oh, if she can do it, I can do it. If she can make it happen, I can make it happen. Let me see. They're watching to see if somebody's going to go through the door. You go through the door. Now you done did it. They know they can do it. But when you stop that pour, you just cut off the overflow. When you stop the pour, you cut off the overflow. So it's not just you that you're damaging. It's not just you that you're hurting. It's not just you that you're holding up. You're holding up everybody else that was connected to you. We want to believe that nobody is watching us. Or let me take that back. We want to believe that only haters are watching us. We want to believe that only spectators are watching us. We want to believe that only people that are in competition with us is watching us. We want to believe only the negative, right? We only want to believe the negative. It's very rare that you hear somebody acknowledge the fact that I got somebody that I don't even know that's waiting on me to go through. I got somebody that I don't even even know, that's waiting on me to open a door. That I got somebody that don't even know me, never shared space with me, never exchanged dialogue with me, that's waiting on me to go through so that they can know that it's possible, because they came up in a community that did not go far. They came up in a broken home, in a broken environment where they wasn't exposed too much. We don't never talk about those people that are also watching in that moment as well. We only talk about the negative. It's a fact. That's a fact, and that's because we're only trained to find the negative. If you want to, we only trying to find the negative, double tap on my screen. Come on, IG. Let me get 10 badges on IG real quick. I appreciate y'all love, man. I done poured in IG and TikTok. When the words start coming, I want to pour it on everybody. Yeah, when the words start coming, I just came on Facebook. I was actually only going on my Facebook page to just say hi to them, because I haven't been live on that page in forever, like 2 or 3 years. And then I had to go ahead and tag y'all in, because I was like, ain't no way we're going to give a word and then we don't give everybody a word. I believe in a fresh pour, right? I believe in a fresh pour. Let me get some love over here on TikTok. Double tap on my screen. Where y'all at this morning? Let me get 10 badges on IG. Double tap on that screen. I see somebody already on my website. Y'all buying tickets to the masterclass. Let's go, friend. Fresh pour. I believe in a fresh pour. What happens is, if we looking for that negative, we gonna find that negativity every single time. If we looking for somebody to show up and they got something negative, we can dwell on that all day. We become fixated on that negativity. We'll run out with that negativity. All it takes is one negative thought. One negative thought will ruin your whole entire day. It'll be one negative thought, and then before you know it, you down that rabbit hole because you're locked into that one negative thought. But you can get 1,000 positive thoughts. You can get all this uplifting stuff and everything else, and you will skip right past that. It's like it's nothing. You ever seen somebody on a live video or on a post that's been posted on social media, and they'll have like a 3,000-4,000 positive posts, but the one post that they dwell on is that one negative post. The only people that they respond to is the people that's talking trash, the negative people. Like, dang, you ain't seen none of this positive stuff that folk been saying. You ain't seen nobody say how beautiful you were. You ain't seen nobody say they love the way that you dress. You ain't seen none of that. No, if you focus on negativity, then you're going to create more negativity inside of your life. If you focus on drama and chaos, then you're going to produce more drama and chaos in your life. If you want to grow, if you want to evolve, if you want to create your best self, you have got to learn how to look for the positive, operate in the positive. Understand that you have to train your mind. Come on. You have to train your mind for it. Double tap on my screen. Let me get some love. Let me get some love on Facebook. Let me get some love on TikTok, Instagram. Let me get some love over here, y'all. Double tap on the screen. Double tap on the screen real quick. Yeah, you have to train your mind for it. But the problem is we go out, and when we go out, we're looking for you. Thank you, Rob. Appreciate that badge. What happens is we go out, and when we go out, what we do? We look for that negative. We don't even think about. Thank you, Shayna, for the stars. We go out, and everybody that got something negative to say, anything like that, oh yeah, we'll hold on to that. We'll walk that like something, baby. We'll claim that. We'll walk in that. We'll operate in that all day long. Like we ain't seen nothing positive, but we never acknowledge all of the other people that are surrounding us. Understand that's ready to love us, that's ready to pour into us. Understand that you're caught up on that one thing. Why in the world is it that you give people that add the least value to your life the best of you, while you neglect all the other people that are willing to go above and beyond? How is it that you neglect the people that are willing to pour into you, that's willing to love on you, that's willing to come through for you, that's willing to show up for you, that is very consistent in your life? They don't want to party, they want to pray. Understand that this is why you neglect those folks, but then the people that add no value at all, you give them the best of you. You give them the best of you. Baby, how you be that solid to them? How you be that real to them? How you be that committed to them and they don't add no value to your life? How you be committed to such a thing? Make that make sense. Okay, well, I'm gonna go back to where I'm at though. Yeah, well, you don't pay attention to when you start working on yourself. When you start working on yourself and your development, when you stop going in with the prayer and the fasting and everything else, you forget about all the other people that's also connected to you. You forget about the nieces and the nephews, the children and the children's children. You forget all about them, right? You forget about all of that, and you like, oh yeah, well, this is just about me. No, thing is bigger than you, sweets. Understand that this thing right here, this thing is bigger than you. God always has a plan for everything. He has a plan that you don't even know about, because he don't have to break down what he's doing in your life. He don't have, all he needs is a yes. He gives you just enough to secure the yes. Once God gets you a yes, then your life becomes a part of his plan. Once he secured the yes from you that you want to allow him to lead your life, oh, then at that moment, that's all that he needed. You don't know what you're going to be doing. You don't know how you're going to be doing it. You don't know how you're going to be showing up. Your job is just to do. Hello, somebody. Yeah, that's why I tell you all the time, relinquish your need to be in control, because you don't know. Understand, let's be real. Some of us don't even know. You don't know the gifts and the talents that God has placed in your heart. Those things haven't been unlocked yet. And the reason why they haven't been unlocked yet is because you haven't been in position just yet. In order for some doors to open in your life, you first have got to get in position. And some of us are just not in the right position. As soon as you get in the right position, then you will know. Understand that. What you say, coach? As soon as you get into the right position, then you will know. You will know in that moment that this right here, this is my calling. This right here, this is my assignment. This right here, this is my anointing. This right here, this is where my favor. This right here, this is what God created me to do. This person, that's my person. This right here, this job, that's my job. How do you know? Because when God gives you something, you don't have to chase it. You don't have to force it. You don't have to work at it that hard like that. It just naturally happens. Okay. I'm waiting on IG. IG, we got 94 people on a Saturday. That's a blessing. Let me get a couple badges over there. I seen Rob with the badges. Y'all help her out over there. Let me get some love. Let me get a couple badges on IG. Good morning, Kira. How y'all doing over here? Let me get 2 teddy bears on TikTok. Where y'all at? Y'all at 22.3K on TikTok. Let's go. Double tap on the screen. Yeah, it is what it is. It's tight, but it's extremely right. Let's be real. When God gives you something, you will know that it comes from God. When he gives you a gift, he gives you a talent, then you know that it comes from him. And how do you know that it's coming from him? You know that it's coming from him because it's not forced. It's not something that you got to force. It's not something that you got to chase. It's not something that you got to run after. It's not something that you got to beg. Thank you, Felicia. It's not that way. Understand that it just naturally happens. Understand that it just naturally happens. That's how you know. You wake up and you just do it. And when you're not doing that thing bother you. Understand, it's like, dang, I ain't get to do such and such a day. That's how you know. You know right then. Pisces love, thank you so much for the badge. Double tap on the screen. It's a fact. But a lot of times you're wearing yourself out because you're chasing things that's not a part of your assignment. A lot of times you wear yourself out because you're chasing people that's not a part of your assignment. That don't belong to you. Okay? Okay, well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to come on and do this. I was just coming to say, hey, I'm going to leave in a minute. Because that's too messy right there on the old Saturday. That's too messy on the Saturday. Where you went? You went left on these folks. You came on here to say hey, and now you were up there running up and down folk hallway. That's not what you came. You standing up over folk bedposts and whatnot. That's not what these people is trying to enjoy their Saturday. Hold up a second. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, a lot of times that's what the problem is. You're tired and you're wore out in life and you feel like life is lifing on you. And that's not a part of God's plan. You're wore out in life because you're operating on your own accord. Because you out here and you're doing what your carnal mind wants done. You're doing what your flesh wants done. You're operating out of self. Can we just be real about it? The truth of the matter is you're doing and feeling the way that you feel, and it's all self-inflicted. And then you have the audacity to try to get mad at God because of how you feel and what you're going through. But the truth of the matter is you had several red flags. And some of them, he sent flags over there to you that's the size of a stop sign. And you still went over there and did what you wanted to do. And now you got an attitude as if you didn't have a choice. You didn't have to say nothing to those folks. You didn't have to lay up with them folks. You didn't have to exchange no dialogue. You didn't have to endure none of that. You chose to stay. You chose to do. You supposed to show up. Divine right of choice. If it ain't good for you, what you over there for? Okay. I'm just saying. Be chasing stuff and be chasing people that's not a part of your assignment. And then trying to figure out why you so tired, why you so drained, why you so frustrated, why you feel the way that you feel in life. Baby, understand, that's all self-inflicted. God, when you operating with the mentality of Christ, when you locked in with him, when you in alignment with him, understand all you got to do is relax and attract. Every single thing that is for you, everything that is called for you, it's going to come right over there to you. You ain't got to chase it. You ain't got to run out of it. You ain't got to beg it. Understand it. You ain't even got to finesse it. Come on, Crystal Love. You ain't even got to finesse it. You ain't got to buy your way in. You ain't got to be extra generous to get them to choose you, to pick you. You ain't have to have that pick me type of mentality. None of that. I need for you to understand that when you're operating with the mindset of, I only want what's mine. I'm not greedy. I'm not thirsty. I'm not in competition with nobody. I just want what is mine. Just give me what's mine. That's it. That's all. Then what happens in that moment is you will relax and you will start to attract, and open doors will come to you. Understand, opportunities will come to you. Yeses will come to you, and you ain't got to fall out with a soul about them. You ain't got to explain nothing to a soul about it. Baby, this right here, this is mine because it came. Come on, I'm just saying, contracts, I'm just talking business deals, brand deals, whatever's yours is going to come to you, and you ain't got to fall out with a soul about it. A lot of times you're going back and forth with folk, and you're going through the absolute most in your life is because you're chasing things that are not yours. You're chasing, understand that, you're chasing things that are not yours. That's not a part of your assignment. You're chasing people that are not a part of your assignment. If you learn how to relax and attract, then you're going to start to feel that the heavy chest will all of a sudden become light. That cloudy mind will all of a sudden become clear. Not knowing what you got going on from here, there to everywhere, then all of a sudden your life will simply flow. We were created not to survive in life, but to thrive. God did not create us to be running around here stressed out, face all broke out, looking like we going through hell. That's not how he created us. Understand, we were created to thrive in life. We were created to have in life. Remember what the old folk would tell you all the time? I'm the beginning. You know what I'm saying? I'm the head, not the tail. Well, does that sound like struggle to you? They say the beginning and not the tail. That means that I'm ahead of the line. I done been jumped to the front. Everything that I need is right here, and I can have it. That don't sound like struggle to me. That don't sound like tough life to me. When they say that I am more than a conqueror, they're saying in that moment, baby, I am not going to be defeated. I'm not going to be walked over. I'm not going to be nobody's doormat. I'm not going to be somebody's something to do when they ain't got nothing to do. Understand that I'm more than a conqueror, so I can get up every single day expecting to win. So why do you walk around sad and depressed, face full of tears, dragging through life? Baby, that's you. That's you. That ain't Christ's mindset. that ain't his mindset, baby. Yeah, I'll be talking about, okay, well, I know I need to get off these people on the internet because this, yeah. But can I say something? But hold on, Felicia, I want to say something else. I got something else to say because it don't be making no good sense to me. It really and truly don't. And I don't know we was on here just saying hey on Facebook, and somebody then asked me a question and we done turned it into a whole live video. But listen, I got something else to say. I got something else to say, y'all, since I'm out here already. You know what I'm saying? But the truth is, it just doesn't sound like the life that he's describing, the way that we live and the things that we do and how we complain and about things in life. It's just not the same. Like I said, a lot of times it's projection. You're projecting how you feel about your life, about the things that you've done, the decisions that you made. You're projecting those thoughts on other people. You feel like they're looking at you a certain way, that they feel a certain type of way about you, that they're having these different types of conversations about you, but you're really not sure about that. You just feel that way about you because you feel shame, because you feel guilt, because you feel regret for doing something that you knew you ain't had no business doing, for staying in a relationship, a friendship, a familyship, a job, job ship, a church ship that you know that you should have been left a long time ago. You feel bad, you feel sad, you feel guilty, you feel shameful because you're looking at your life and saying, this is something that I had control over. This is something that I could have did better in, and why didn't I do it? Why didn't I move that way? Why didn't I cut them off? Why didn't I leave that church? Why didn't I abandon that job? Why didn't I go find me something else? You feel bad. That ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. Them folk got their own struggles. Them folk got their own struggles. Them folk ain't nearly as concerned about you and your life as you think. Them folks is not caught up in your little relationship like you think. That lady don't want your husband. That husband don't want yours. Understand? Them folk don't want your folk. Understand that. Them folk ain't thinking about your relationship. They're not thinking about your marriage. They're not thinking about your job. That's a lie that you're telling yourself. Understand that. That's a lie that you're telling yourself. People ain't concerned about you the way that you think that they are, and the ones that are, it's a difference, right? Because you can tell. Some of it is just made up. Some of y'all got that children of Israel type of mentality, and you over there talking about, oh yeah, well, we look like grasshoppers in their eyes. How you know how you look in them folks' eyes? You don't see yourself through them folks' eyes. You feel like you look small. You feel like you look small. You feel like you look frail. You feel like you look not enough. You feel defeated because you're operating in your own mindset. You are a grasshopper to yourself. Understand that ain't got nothing to do with those folks, and I get that. And so understand. Some of it is projection, because I believe in incomplete information. I can't give it to you incomplete. So I don't want to just say that some folk ain't got no haters, because sometimes you do got haters, right? But I'm saying majority of the time, we don't have the haters that we think that we have. Sometimes our biggest hater is right here. It's inside of our own mindset. It's the things that we think about ourselves. And when we think negatively or little about ourselves, and we start to cater to that negative thinking that we have, and that negative small-mindedness that we have. And then there are times that you have haters. It is times that you have spectators. Then there are times when you got folk that's making it hard for you. Understand, you don't have those folks. Why? Because you can't expect to get to another level in life without some type of opposition. You're going to face something. You're going to deal with something. You're going to be in a dark hour. You're going to have a trial, a tribulation. You're going to go through something to get to that next level. So you have to dismantle that thinking of, I can get something for nothing. That's not how it works. Okay, well, I'm giving out notes now. There you go. That's a red ink pen note right there, baby. You can take that to the bank. You are not going to get something for nothing. You have to dismantle that. You have to unlearn that. Unlearn that expeditiously. Get that up out of your mindset. You're not going to get something for nothing. You're going to have to work for it. Understand that. You're going to have to go in the fire for that. You might have to spend a night in the lion's den for that. You might end up in the belly of the whale for that. You might end up in prison like Peter and them for that. Understand that. You're going to experience some hardship. You might end up out there on the boat. You might get bit by a viper. Understand. But there's going to be some things in your life that you're going to have to face. It's going to be some things in your life that you're going to have to deal with. You're not going to get something for nothing. You don't go to work and get paid for work that you did not do. You're not going to show up in this job or life and receive a check for work that you did not do. You want to go to your next level? You got to be prepared to slay some devils. Understand that you're going to have to be prepared to slay some obstacles. You're going to have to be prepared to stand 10 toes to the ground, eyeball to eyeball, and have some type of opposition. And you got to stand your ground. That's what you do. And that be what y'all be mad about. It don't be making sense to me. You're not going to get something for nothing. Thank you so much for the flowers. I appreciate you. You're not going to get something for nothing. You're going to have to work. Same grit, same grind, same passion, same focus. Every single day. Same grit, same grind, same passion, same focus. Every single day. Same grit, same grind, same passion. Every single day. You're not going to get something for nothing. Understand that a lot of times you're not dealing with what other people think about you. You're dealing with what you think about yourself. That's a no for you right there. A lot of the time, you're not dealing with what other people think about you. You are dealing with what it is that you think about yourself. If the Bible says what? As a man thinketh, so is he. A lot of times you're not going to your next level in life, not because you can't go there, because you don't see yourself there. Understand? You don't see yourself as being great. You don't see yourself as being beautiful. You don't see yourself as being beautifully made. You don't see yourself as being worthy. You don't see yourself as the conqueror. You don't see yourself as being the head. You don't see yourself as being the CEO. You only see yourself as the bottom of the barrel. You only see yourself as the borrower, not the lender. Understand that you only see yourself as bare minimum. And as long as you see yourself that way, you're going to always treat yourself that same exact way. The problem is you're not dealing with how other people see you. You're dealing with how do you see yourself? How do you see you? Come on. You're your own worst critic. You see you as a grasshopper. You see yourself as the borrower. You see yourself as the bottom. And until you correct that view, until you start to look at yourself different, understand, we create twice. Remember I told you guys that chosen family I see some of you guys in. You create twice. First in your mind and then in reality. You create twice. First, up here, you see it first. Then you create it in reality. As a man thinketh, so is he. As a man thinketh, so is he. So if you look at yourself like you're victorious, if mentally you see yourself as a winner, mentally, if you see yourself as more than a conqueror, mentally, if you see yourself as victorious, mentally, if you see yourself as strong, mentally, if you see yourself that way, mentally, it's going to show up in your outer exterior. Understand that when you walk in the room, a person can tell by the way that you I'm gonna wait. Let me get some love on TikTok. Let me get some love IG, Facebook, and Instagram. Yeah, send me some love. Yeah, because we're gonna teach this morning. Hold on. Yeah, because we're gonna. I came to say hi, but we outside now. Double tap on my screen. Thank you, Spiritual G. I appreciate those stars on Facebook. Double tap on my screen. Let's go. Help them out. Good morning, Latifah. How you doing this morning? Double tap on that screen. Appreciate the love. Hit that share button. Hit that share button. We almost at 100K on TikTok. Get us on up there. Double tap on that screen for me. Yeah, where the love at? Where the love at? Double tap on that screen. Appreciate you, Candace. Appreciate those stars. Thank you, Shay. Thank you, Tifa. Appreciate y'all, man. Double tap on that screen. Can we get some love? Can we get some love? There you go, Neek. Appreciate that badge. Thank you, bad gal. Appreciate that badge. Double tap on that screen for me. Let me get some love. Double tap. What you say, Coach? I want you to understand how important your view is. You have to see yourself as valuable. You have to see yourself as worthy. You have to see yourself as competent. These are the things that you have to see about yourself, because the moment that you flip that mental switch up here and you start to see yourself differently, then you start to show up for yourself differently. You will walk into a room without using any words. Come on now, I'm going to teach you something. You will walk in a room, you don't have to say a word, but because your chin is up, because your chest is out, because the way that you walk in like you mean business. You walk in with a sense of urgency. You walk in, and when you walk in, people can sense, they can feel the confidence that's all over you. They can feel that before you even open your mouth. The room will shift to you automatically. You'll be over there like, why everybody looking at me? Baby, they looking at you because you got something on you that you don't even aware of. You got that favor. You got that sauce. You got that drip. He didn't endow you. He didn't bless you before you didn't enter the room. Understand that that's how it operates when you're in alignment with him. When he says, I'll make your crooked path straight. Before you enter the room, I've already set the tone of the room. They know when a boss walking in. You ain't got to do too much. You walk in and they trying to figure out who you. You ain't gotta say too much. You walk in, they trying to figure out who you. Wait a minute. Who that is? Where they come from? Yo, well, we ain't never heard of them before. And then all of a sudden, but yeah, that's what happens with mindset. That's why it's important to have the right type of mindset. See, when people be telling you mindset matters, I'm just showing you how it matters. I'm just showing you why it's extremely important to make sure that you think highly of yourself. And the reason why I gotta go so hard with it is because society have taught us to believe in everything but ourselves. Society have taught us to do what? Show love to everybody but yourself. Pat everybody's back but yours. Salute everybody but you. Celebrate everybody but you. Because if you celebrate you, if you say I'm really that girl, if you say I'm really that guy, if you show up and you got confidence, understand, they'll look at you and say you cocky. They'll look at you and say you think it's all about you. They'll look at you and say, oh yeah, I don't deal with them because this and that. And oh, they'll make up a reason. No, the problem is you're not just you. You're not used to seeing somebody like me. You're not used to dealing with nobody like me. You're not used to my kind. I get that I am unfamiliar to you. Understand that I'm one of one. I am a rare breed. You used to dealing with folk who got low self-esteem. You used to dealing with folk with low confidence. You used to dealing with folk who don't know who they are. You used to dealing with folk who don't have boundaries. You used to dealing with folk that'll let you say anything, that'll let you do anything, that'll let you walk all over them like a doormat. You are not used to my kind. You're not used to me. Come on. Happy Saturday. Yeah, happy Saturday. New people, I'm sorry. I'm always this loud, this passionate. One thing I'm not is demure. I'm not demure, whatever it is. Real ratchet, real ghetto, real loud, real passionate, real aggressive. Everything but demure. Not me. You won't find demure over here, baby. Not nicely, not settled, not modest, not demure. And the opposite. I'm the opposite of it. Double tap on the screen. I'm just saying, okay, well, drink the water. Being messy again. I'm just saying everything but that. I'm everything. Baby, we gonna have a good day today. We gonna have a good day today. Double tap on my screen. We gonna have a good day today. Fred say, I'm gonna send you a badge, baby. Thank you, Miss Leah Monroe. I'm everything but that. Yeah. See, the fact of the matter is I'm not going to come in and I'm not going to tiptoe around it. You're not used to that. I'm not going to come in and play nice to get along with a bunch of folk. You're not used to that. I don't have to have a bunch of folk attached to me. I don't have to have a clique or a crew for me to feel important, and you're not used to that. I don't have to be a part of the in crowd for me to feel special. Understand that, and you're not used to that. I know that I'm more than enough all by myself. I know that I'm more than capable all by myself. Understand that I know that I'm victorious by myself. I know that I'm more than all of y'all in here can combine yourselves together, and I'm still gonna stand right here where I'm at, and I'm gonna do it comfortably. Understand that, and y'all not used to that. You're not used to my kind. So you call me cocky. So you call me arrogant. You say I think too much of myself. Feel how you feel, that won't change anything. Understand that you have to let people feel how they feel about you. You're not responsible for their perception of you. I'm not responsible for your perception. Understand that. Come on, put that in your notes. Baby, I'm not responsible for your perception of me. How you perceive me, that has nothing to do with me. Why? Because you're going to filter that through whatever traumatic lenses that you have. You're going to filter me through your trauma. You're going to filter me through your life and your experiences and the things that you're going through. I'm not responsible for that. I can be as good as gold to you. But if you're not used to people being good to you, then you're going to try to find something wrong with me. You're going to say that I'm too good to be true. You're going to say that you can't be just nice of a person. You can't be this gentle of a person. And you're going to try to find fault in me in one way or another. So baby, understand, I am not responsible for your perception of me. I'm not responsible for how you perceive me. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Feel how you feel. Be who you are. And I'm not going outside my way trying to convince anybody of anything. I ain't got nothing to prove to you. I show up as my true, authentic self in every single environment. I show up and I'm unapologetically me in every single environment. Feel how you feel, but I'm gonna do me no matter what, baby. Walk in with a smile, walk out with one. Yeah, that's it, that's all. I ain't gotta dress it up. I ain't gotta water it down. I ain't got to tiptoe around it. I ain't got to make believe or make pretend with not a soul. If you cannot handle me, if my personality is too big for you, if my passion is too much for you, if my my aggressiveness is too hard for you, then guess what? Index finger on the screen, push up. Go find you something else, but I'm going to be me. And in every environment that you step into, you have to have that same type of mentality. Oh, baby, this is how I'm coming. Like it or not. See, life is all about choices. And you ain't got to do life with me. You understand that life is about choices. You ain't got to stay connected to me. You ain't got to deal with me. You ain't got to put up with me in no type of capacity. Please don't ever think that. There's the door. There's the door, baby. Understand that. And you leaving won't stop nothing. Won't slow up nothing. Won't pause nothing in my life. There's the door. Understand, I'm not running after nothing. Not begging nothing. Not pleading with nothing. Not crying about nothing. Not sliding down the floors about nothing, not pacing them floors about nothing, not standing in the shower crying. Understand that, not sitting in my car sad and depressed, not messing up my day. I'm going to go throughout my day in peace. Understand that I am, unfortunately for you, I'm just not one of them. I'm not what you used to. I'm just not what you used to. And that's how important it is for you to have the right view of you. That's how important it is for you to look at yourself and see you as being beautiful, to see you as being great, and see you as being powerful, as seeing you as being a conqueror, to see yourself as being victorious. That's why it's important, because when you don't have the right view of yourself, when you over there and you don't know who you are and what you are, folk don't have no problem with mopping the floor with you. Understand, they don't have a problem with running amok up in your life. They ain't got no problem with using and abusing and taking advantage of you and your good heart. They don't have no problem with it. Baby, you a walking, talking, living, breathing lick. You about to get what? About to get a lick, baby. Understand that. They gonna rob you blind of everything that you got because you are not aware of your valuables. You're not aware of it. Understand that. You're blinded by all of the negativity. You're blinded by all of the things that folk is saying. You're blinded by all of the failures, all the betrayals, all the letdowns, all the folk that walked away. You're blinded by all of that you don't see, that even though all of those things happen to you in your life, you still got value. Understand that I can be lied to and still be valued. I still have value. I can be cheated on and I'm still valuable. I can be woke like a complete dog and guess what? I'm still valuable. Understand that. And I'm gonna really smoke some boots with this one. I can go through hell and come back. And guess what? I'm still valuable. Just because I go through certain things in life, just because I have certain situations happen to me in life, just because I've been down for a minute in life, does not mean that I lose value. I don't lose. Hold up. I got some more. Appreciate you. I got some more. Send me some love. Send me some. I got some more. Hold up. I got look. Come on, Felicia. I got some more. I can go through all of that, baby. I can be on the corner for the past 5 years, but once I gave up that corner, baby, I still got value. I can be laid out and be a complete drunk. Understanding every AA meeting you can find. And guess what? I still got value. I can be strung out on everything that they've ever created. But the moment that I made that decision in my life that I was coming up out of that, then guess what? I still have value. Understand, I'm valuable. And that right there ain't gonna sit well with some folk, because some folk want to look at the things that you've gone through in life and they want to devalue you. They want to make you feel like you're not worthy. Oh, you know, you used to be this and you used to be that, and you know what, you came from this and you came from that, and that ain't how. Oh yeah, folk love to devalue you. Understand that they ain't got no problem with devaluing you. And that's the reason why I'm telling you that your mindset matters. That's the reason why I'm telling you how you see you. It really and truly matters. That matters, because you're going to run into some folk that they ain't going to waste no time devaluing you. And you have to have the right type of rebuttal. Some of y'all don't argue back right. Some of y'all don't be arguing back with people right. And I be wanting y'all to tag me in because y'all don't know how to argue back right. Y'all don't say the right stuff. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't say the right stuff when y'all arguing back with people, and sometimes that be upsetting me. Friend, you laughing for real. Yeah, they don't have to come on. Sometimes y'all don't argue back with the right stuff, and then that be bothering me because my comebacks, my rebuttals, baby, ooh, yeah. Friend say, that's my coach. You better know it, baby. Oh, what up, Tia? What's going on, Crystal D? I see you. Baby, y'all don't argue back right. Yeah, see, when people start bringing up stuff about your life, your past life, things that you've gone through, experiences that you done had in your life, you have to let folk know, baby, y'all know how pearls are created, right? Come on, chosen family. You know how pearls are created, right? You know, yeah, you have to understand that. You know how diamonds come into place, right? Diamonds are valuable. Diamonds and pearls. Yeah, you know how those things are very valuable. People look at them as being valuable, right? Both of those things that I just named. And you know how they get the way that they are, right? They got to go through some pressing. They got to go through some heat. They got to be dug out. They have to go through some trauma. They got to be tossed to and from and to. Understand that they got to go through some stuff before they enter the area of life of being considered as being valuable. And when they get to that place where they're valuable, you don't even know everything that they had to go through to get there. That's you. Baby, you think you something. You ain't never been through nothing. You've never experienced nothing. You've never had to cry. You never had to, Baby, you won't understand my value. My value. Baby, I'm extremely valuable. You know why I'm valuable? I'm valuable because I've had the experience. I'm valuable because I'm trained in this thing called life. I've mastered this here thing. I know how to detach myself. I'm not codependent. I know how to regulate my feelings. I know how to activate my spirit of calmness so that I can think clearly, so that I can strategize. I'm no longer ignorant to the enemy's tactics, to his devices, which means I have the favorable outcome. I have the knowledge that I need to. You don't know that. That's the reason why you keep bouncing back and you keep making posts talking about, oh, I've mastered the art of bouncing back, baby. And you think that that's something to brag about? You think that that's a flex? You think that you got it locked in, that you got it all together? Baby, those of us that know, we know. Baby, now that you've mastered the art of bouncing back, now master the art of not having to. Master the art of making better decisions in your life so you don't find yourself always having to bounce back. So you don't find yourself always having to start over. So you don't find yourself always having to go back and do it all over again and all over again and then all over again. I got experience. I learned from those experiences. I'll never go back to those environments. I'll never repair those bonds. I'm at a place in my life where I'm cool, where I'm calm and I'm collected. I'm all right with knowing that there's some folk that ain't at peace with me. That's okay. Everybody's not going to be okay. That's okay. Everybody's not going to like you. Everybody's not going to be on board with you. And that's okay. You still caught up in folk liking you. You still caught up in people pleasing. You still caught up in making them understand, not me. I catch you when you start over the next time. I ain't lose value though. I learned from every experience that I had. I learned from every fall that I had to take. I learned from everybody that had to walk away. I learned from every valley that I was down inside. You could never embarrass me by what I went through. You could never make me feel bad, make me feel ashamed for any experience that I had. I don't care what it is that I done. I done that. I take it to the chin. I done that. I went through the consequences. But the God that I serve, I know that he's a forgiving God. He's a gracious God. He's a kind God. And you will not trick me up out of my alignment. You won't trick me up out of my assignment. You won't trick me into thinking that I still can't make it in. Understand? He said those that you think will make it in won't make it. And the ones that you think won't make it will be the ones that will. I will not allow this world to determine how happy I am, how much joy that I have, how much peace that I have, how much sanity that I have. Baby, you do not have that type of power or authority over my life. You better go play where it's safe, because it's not safe to play with me. I'm not easily impressed. I'm not easily manipulated. I'm not one of those. What I told you, I'm one-on-one. You just ain't used to my kind. Yeah, you easily triggered by me, because when I walk in with my head up, my chest out. You triggered by that. You want people to walk in and you want them to be looking like they need you. You want somebody to come in and be looking at you like you superior. You want somebody to come in and be running after you. I'm just not one of those. Understand that. I'm not one of those. Understand that I'm not one of those. You can never devalue me. You can never make me feel worthless. You can never make me feel like I'm not enough. You'll never make me feel like I'm not capable. Understand that how you see yourself matters. How you see you is going to be how you treat yourself. The Bible says what? As a man thinketh, so is he. Think of yourself as great. Think of yourself as more than a conqueror. Think of yourself as being the borrower and not the lender. Think of yourself as being the CEO, not always the worker. Think of yourself as being above and and not beneath. Correct the way that you see yourself so that you can correct the way that you treat yourself, and understand that you are not responsible for their perception. Yeah, they're going to filter through that, through whatever it is that they've dealt with in their own life. They'll start bringing their own trauma and things that they've gone through. They'll start dumping that all over you. They'll start making their irresponsibility your responsibility. They'll make their emergencies your emergency. They'll want you to stop doing what you're doing and come over there and help them. They'll make you feel like you're responsible for their healing, responsible for their development. You're responsible for their success. You have to make that happen for them. Baby, the devil is a lie. That's the reason why you got to know who you are, so you can know how to establish those boundaries. Your healing, your responsibility. My healing, mine. We don't even play like that. We just tell them, Coach, we ain't gonna even play like that. Correct the way that you see yourself. You're only a grasshopper if you want to be a grasshopper. You're only little if you want to be little. You're only not enough if you choose to be not enough. And a lot of times, again, a lot of this comes from the fact that you start experiencing life on levels where you're working on yourself and working on your development. You have to remember that you always have to be consistent. No matter what it is that you're doing in your life, you got to always make sure that you are consistent. In my chat real quick, just put consistent. Y'all at 124.6K on TikTok. Double tap on the screen. We're going to get to 200K. Double tap on that screen. Facebook, y'all been going off. I don't know why it's not showing y'all stars. I think it's going to show at the end. But yeah, y'all going to make me come back to this page. Y'all been showing out with y'all stars over here, man. For real, for real. Y'all acting like we on the other page already. I can't tell the difference right now. Double tap on that screen. Let me get 5 badges on IG. Double tap. Put consistent. Put consistent. Put consistent. I got to put consistent. Everybody put consistent on your notepad, and while you're writing it on your notepad, right, on the back of that, right, because y'all know I like y'all to write y'all illustrations down so that y'all will know exactly where to go back to. Send me some love. Send me some love, TikTok. I need some more gifts to come through on TikTok real quick. What's going on, Romeo? I need some more gifts to come through. We at the bottom over here real quick. I don't know why. We got enough people over here. I need y'all to go off one time. What's going on, Sassy? Appreciate you, Sam. Appreciate you, yeah. If it's tight but it's right, if you're getting the motivation, inspiration, confirmation that you need over here on TikTok, send me some love real quick. Double tap on that screen. Send me some love. All right? So now that you got consistent wrote on your page, right? Now that you got consistent wrote on your page, let me get 2 teddy bears over there. Draw your cup. Draw your cup. You have to understand the importance of when you have a full cup. When you have your full cup, when you're operating with your full cup, you can't stop working on yourself because that cup is full. Write it in there. You cannot stop working on yourself just because that cup is full. That cup being full does not give you permission to stop working on yourself. You have to be consistent. Just because that cup is full does not mean that you stop working on yourself. That does not give you permission to stop working. Why does it not give me permission to stop working? Because you need the overflow. The reason why you need that overflow is because of the fact that you still have nieces, you have children, you have children's children, you have children in the environment, you got family members that need that overflow. You got people around you that's waiting on you to be that trailblazer. People that's around you that's waiting on you to be that door opener. People that's around you that's waiting on you to show them that it can happen. They're waiting on you, so you need that overflow. You don't get to one level in life and just stop right there. You don't get right there and just simply stop. So understand, that's the first note that you write up under your cup. That's one of the reasons why you don't stop, right? Because you got other people that are watching. Don't get focused on the negative stuff. the haters, the spectators. Focus on the people that are actually watching you because they're trying to learn from you, watching you because they feel like their breakthrough is attached to you, watching you because they've already made up their mind that if you go through it, they right there on your heels. They're coming through right there with you. So don't get caught up in the negativity because that's easy to do, right? I explained that to y'all in this live. It's very easy to get caught up into that negativity because that's exactly what the enemy wants. He wants you to focus on the haters. I want you to focus on the people that's waiting on you to go through because they're coming after you. The reason why you can't stop that pour is because your family and your friends and your loved ones, they need that overflow. And another reason why you can't turn off the pour, y'all ready? Reason number 2 is because if you have a cup and your cup is filled to the top, right? And you stop pouring into that cup, that means that nothing else is going inside of this cup. It's at its brim, right? It's full. If you set a cup right there and you leave it for a day, you come back and look at it with your naked eye. When you're looking at it with your natural eye, you can't tell any change right off, right? You don't tell right off that it's a change to what's in the cup. But you come back in 2 days, then all of a sudden what's in that cup then went down from being at the brim, that instant went down a centimeter or so, right? Then you come back in another 2 or 3 days and instant went down another centimeter or so. And then you come back again and then instant went down another centimeter or so. This is what happens when you stop pouring into your cup, into your spiritual cup, your emotional cup, your mental cup, your physical cup. What happens is you start emptying out yourself. You are self-neglecting. And what happens is if you don't pour into that cup, if you stop pouring into that cup, eventually your cup becomes empty. You have nothing, and you have nothing left in the cup. And that don't happen overnight. That comes from constant neglect. That comes from self-neglect, not pouring into yourself, not replenishing yourself, from cutting off your supply, not showing up to your class, not taking the notes, not going to the seminars, the webinars, not going to the church, not going to counseling, not doing the things that you was doing that was keeping you with a constant pour. You cut off your pour because you felt like you got it like that. I didn't reach my peak. I don't need this. I don't need that. You don't need it until you do. You don't need it until you do. And before you know it, friends say, I straight love your words. I love you. Then all of a sudden, your cup is empty. All of a sudden, you can take your finger and put it down in the bottom and take the residue up out your cup. It's empty in there. And the moment that it becomes empty, like I said in the beginning of this video, then now all of a sudden you're in a panic. And you're trying to blame everybody for why your cup is empty. But the truth of the matter is, you ain't been showing up for yourself. You ain't been working on yourself. You ain't been replenishing yourself. You ain't been reading. You ain't been fasting. You ain't been praying. You ain't been doing nothing. But, oh, I'm full already. I already got what I need. I'm already in tip-top shape. I done met the love of my life. I done got the job now. And now that I got the love of my life, I'm too busy to pray. I'm too busy to fast. I'm too busy to study. Now I got the job that I want. I got the foundation that I want. I got this that I want, that I want. Whatever that thing is that you wanted. Now that I got all of that, I'm too busy to lock in with God. I'm too busy to talk to him. I'm too busy to meditate for a few minutes. I'm too busy to study the way that I was. I can't read no self-help book and read 2 chapters of a Bible and pull out a dictionary. She want too much out of us. We signed up for a supporter group. She working us in the group. Oh, now it's too much for you after you got what you want. But I'm telling you now what happens when you start self-neglecting. It won't happen overnight. Sometimes it'll take weeks. Sometimes it'll take months. But when that cup get empty, you gonna know. And when that cup get empty, it's nobody's fault but your own. Your healing is your responsibility. Maintaining your growth and your development, That's your responsibility. Nobody is going to take care of you like you should be willing to take care of you. Nobody's going to pour into you the way that you should be pouring into you. Nobody's going to make you a priority in their life if you are not a priority first in yours. People are going to treat you with the same level of respect and decency that they see you treating you. You should be a walking, talking, living, breathing example of how you want to be treated. No matter what, you watch how you think about you. You watch how you speak about you. You watch how you show up about you. Understand, consistent. I am consistent with me. I'm locked in with me. I love me. I appreciate me. I am here to thrive in life, not survive in life. I relax and I attract. Everything that is mine is coming to me. I'm not thirsty for nothing. I'm not anxious for nothing. I'm not fearful of nothing. I'm not in competition about nothing. What is mine is going to be mine. And there's not a devil in hell that's going to prevent me from being able to maintain or to be able to receive what God has already said was mine. I ain't got to run after it. I ain't got to beg it. I ain't got to chase it down. I ain't got to buy into it. It's mine already. What you look like buying something that's already yours? What you look like buying something that's already yours? You'll look at somebody crazy if they tell you that. You think I'm going to pay you for something that's already mine? That right there, that's already mine. That already belonged to me. That right there, that's already mine. That already belonged to me. That's your mentality every single day. That's your thought process every single day. How you see you matters, because how you see you is going to be how you treat you. How you see you matter. We suffer more in our head than we do in our real life, because we will create the worst case scenarios, and then we'll start having our behaviors be in alignment with what it is, that negative thought. We'll have our behaviors be in alignment with that negative thoughts. That's why you have to make sure that you're thinking positively over your life. You can't afford to be out here lacking. You cannot afford to be out here lacking. But I'm going to get up out of here, because I really only came to say hello to my people on Facebook on my other page, because we live on the other page right now. I only came to say hey to y'all, but then we ended up live on everybody because the word started coming, and I was like, yeah, if it's a fresh pour, I got to make sure everybody get that fresh pour. I can't be selfish with the fresh pour, baby. Understand that if it's a word for everybody. I truly, I can't help it. I'm going to tell you that right now. If I got a word, I'm going to give it to everybody. I want to make sure everybody get the word. I want everybody to walk away, you know what I'm saying, in good spirits. I want everybody to walk away feeling amazing. I want to see everybody walk away with a win. That's something that you deserve. That's something that you deserve in your life. You deserve to win. You deserve to win. Look at yourself like it, right? You deserve to win every single day. Stop looking at yourself talking about something. I don't know if that's for me. You will know. You will know. If it's for you or not, you will most definitely know. Every single day, because I know Kira on here. Let me do the outro real quick. Every single day that you wake up and you put 10 toes to the ground, I want you to sweat yourself. Tell yourself how beautiful you are, how much you love you, because there's no love like self-love. And you first have got to love yourself way before you're able to love anybody else. It is your favorite online motivational speaker, your favorite online personality, life coach, all of these things. Understand, I'm everything. Whatever you need me to be, that's what I am. As long as you're getting motivated, as long as you're getting the inspiration that you need, the confirmation that you need, as long as you're rebuilding the relationship that you have with yourself and the relationship that you have with God, I'm whatever you need me to be. Understand that some people say, you write this thing that's inside my ear every day. Let me sit in your ear then. Let me sit in your ear. Let me sit in your heart. Let me sit on the arm or your shoulder, whatever. As long as you're going to do right by you, that's all I want you to do. Understand that I want you to do right by you. Because I'm telling you, once you lock in with yourself, once you start loving yourself on that level, you're going to understand why I say what I say. You're going to understand my passion. You're going to understand my aggression. You're going to understand why I'm so serious about growth and development. Once you experience that peace, you're going to be like, ooh, coach, that's what you've been talking about. Yes. Real peace. Real peace. Baby, you'll start losing taste for folk left and right. You don't care if them folk call you, man, you don't care if them folk call your phone or not. You'll get to that place where you don't even want to call your phone. You used to be loving people, wanting to be around people, all that. All of a sudden, you just want to be by yourself. Girl, I'm so much more productive by myself. I get so much more done when I'm by myself. Baby, I just like being by myself. I love the peace of it all. I done read already. I done pulled out my dictionary, then just dissected a couple of these words. I done pulled up over here, then found out what was the biblical meaning, what was the Webster meaning of it. I know what this and that is. I done updated my vision board. I done went outside, took my shoes off, and stood on the ground for like 10 minutes. Feel so recharged from the bottom of my head. Understand, from the bottom of my feet to the top of my head. I just feel recharged. I feel replenished. I done sat over there and meditated for 5 minutes. Understand that just aligned myself, regulated my feelings, my emotions. I done got back in my zone. I just feel so good. Mind, body, and soul. Understand that that's mental win, a physical win, spiritual win, mind, body, and soul. That is top tier self-care. I done did all of these things to myself, with myself, by myself. I love it here. That's what people don't want you to. That's why people don't want you to do it, because they want to feel needed in your life, girl. You operate like that. You start operating like that, then the people be like, oh, you don't need me. I don't need you. But you should find joy and pleasure in the fact that I want you. You're here because I want you to be here. I enjoy your company. I enjoy the time that we share. I enjoy our conversations. I enjoy the laughs and all of that. You're here because I want you to be here. It would be almost crippling, right? It's almost crippling to say that you want me to need you. Why do you feel like you want me to need you? No. I don't ever want you to want me to need you. Don't pay my bills and all of that to put me in a point to where I need you. I don't want you to work. No. Let me make that decision not to do this, not to do that, not to do this, not to do that, because I don't want you to feel like I need you. I don't need you. I want you. I enjoy you. This is something that I love. Yeah, no, people be wanting you to need them so they can manipulate you in the end game. Like, no, you ain't gonna go nowhere because you need me. They can't walk out because they need me. You better be careful. Some people got good intentions and some people don't. You got to vet them all. They all gonna come smiling and grinning, looking like they belong there. Pay attention. That's it, baby. You got to pay attention. That's the lesson right there. Pay attention. They gonna all come looking like they belong. Pay attention. I love me some you. I want you guys to get up out of here and have the best Saturday ever. I'll probably be live on tomorrow because I will not be live all next week. You guys know I'm going on vacation, so I will be out. Yeah, listen, if you're in the Patreon, I'll drop some videos inside the Patreon, so you guys will have videos in the morning, but I will be on vacation all week from the 26th to the 30th of this week. I will not be in, so we will not have prayer on Tuesday and Thursday. We will not have class on Thursday night. None of that. We will, you guys will have some reels that'll be coming up. You guys will have some posts that'll be coming up. I'll be tagging in that way. So make sure y'all be on the lookout for those. Share those, comment on those, all of those good things. Remix them on IG. Show that love and that support. If I can go live while I'm out there, I most definitely will. I told you guys I got a little portable little stand that I got. So I'll try to bring that out, and we'll enjoy some of this weather out here in Turks together. I love me some you. I want you guys to go and have an amazing day on purpose. Understand operating with a level of intentionality that you may have never had before to unlock it today. Do me a favor. If I blessed your soul this morning, if I motivated you this morning, if I gave you inspiration or confirmation, or if I just reminded you of something that you needed to hear and you needed it in this moment, send me some love on TikTok. Send me some love over here on IG. Send me some love on Facebook, man. Y'all send me some love real quick. If you got what you needed this morning, and if you say, you know what, Coach, I got more than enough. Kalia Gray, how you doing this morning? Appreciate you. Gemini, thank you so much. Brave, I appreciate you, Brave. Thank you, Linda. I see you. It's Big Peach. Big Peach, thank you so much. I see the gifts coming on TikTok. Yeah, y'all bless me up, man. Get us up to 200K. We are at 174.7K. Get us up to 200K real quick. Double tap on that screen. Thank you, Kira. Appreciate that cash app. Thank you so much, man. Y'all double tap on my screen. Same thing over here. I appreciate you, Crystal D. Thank you. I thank you. I appreciate you, Scorpio Chai. Appreciate that badge over there. If you got what you needed this morning, understand. I know it was improv, man. I know we jumped in here and ain't nobody know what's going on. But y'all just be ready for me tomorrow. I will be live on tomorrow. I'm trying to make sure that we are ready to go. Y'all got to be ready for next week. I ain't gonna be here next week. I want to make sure y'all ready to go. TTG. Understand that I want y'all to be ready to go. I love me some you. Thank you so much, Rob. Thank you so much, Neat. I see y'all badges coming through. Send me some love. Send me some love. Send me some love. If you got exactly what you needed this morning, man, spectacular. Thank you so much, Doc. Is it Deshaun? Deshaun, I appreciate you. Y'all miss me? I'm telling you, I just said I came over to this page because I was like, let me see if there's still support over here. If that's still, or if everybody have gone over to the other page. So I came back over here because this is the original Facebook page that I originally went viral on and started doing these videos. And I just decided to pop in this morning. And I'm so glad that I did, just to see you guys inside the comment section, talking about how much y'all miss it. I'm going to try to make it as fair as I can as far as doing this on these platforms. I'm telling you, I really be trying my hardest to make sure that I have content on all platforms. When you guys are in my inbox and y'all like, I miss you, where you at, even the people that's on me right now that's like, Coach, 8 o'clock in the morning, it's like 3 o'clock here. 8 o'clock in the morning, it's like 1 o'clock here. We can't get up that early. You have to do some lives later in the afternoon. I'm working on a new schedule. I'm gonna let y'all know that right now. I'm working on a new schedule because I didn't realize I have as many supporters as I have. I absolutely love you guys. I really and truly do. For all of you guys that's like, I need to bring back that midday live because y'all are missing the live, and it's one thing to listen to it, on the replay, but it don't have the same punch that you need. You need that punch. You need to be able to get in the chat. You need to be able to exchange that energy with me. I hear you. And I promise you guys, I'm going to come back. I'm going to do all of that. Give me the next week. I'm going to rest it up next week, and I'm going to come back. And when I come back, we're going to have that schedule, and I'm going to make sure that I'm touching as many people as possible. Y'all, it ain't even like y'all are supporters. It's like y'all are family. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's wild, man. It is so wild. And this has been going on since 2017, and it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I absolutely love you guys. Friends, say, please, I'm coming. I promise y'all, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get some more of those midday lives coming back up the way that I used to. I'm also going to get over on this page as much as I can, all of that. But one thing I just can't do away with, though, y'all. I can't do away with morning walk, word, and worship. That's all God's work. I can't even take credit for that. That was something that we didn't even know that was going to happen that way. And it became a part of everybody's morning routine. That's something that I just cannot take away from these people. These people actually set the alarm on their phones and in houses to get up every single morning as they're preparing to go to work, as they dropping their kids off. Some of the kids, I'm talking 16, 17, 18-year-old children, they watch morning walk, word, and worship on their way getting prepared for school and stuff like that. Y'all will be amazed. I'm walking through the mall and it's teenage kids that's like, I watch you in the morning. You my coach. You know what I'm saying? These are teenagers. I can't take that away. And it happened by accident, right? I didn't even mean to do that. I got a treadmill, a walking pad for Christmas and wanted to show off my walking pad. And it just became a part of ministry. It just became a part of walk, word, and worship. We came up with the name and it's just been riding out ever since then. So that's not something that I'm going to feel comfortable with changing, because when anything that God puts into place, He placed it exactly where He wanted to be. But I am going to get those midday lives coming, and I will get more live videos coming over to this Facebook page. I promise you guys that I am going to definitely get that going. She said yes, because Savannah love watching you all the time. It's crazy. The teenagers be like, yeah, we love it. We be like, man, they always tell me, they say, it's like, you a preacher, but not a preacher. Like, you a preacher that we can listen to. Like, you get us, you get what we be talking about. And then, you know what I'm saying? We know, it's like a big auntie or big sister or something. Like, we love it. And I love that for them. You know what I'm saying? I always want to be relatable, and that's to every single body that I come in contact with. But those that know, y'all know I love children. I love children. I love seeing them happy. I love seeing them smiling. And one of my missions in life and what it is that I do is to make sure that we give them the adult that we wish that we had when we were younger. My mission for them is to teach them young the things that we had to learn as we got older. I don't want them to go through those same cycles that we had to go through. I don't want them to have to endure the same storms that we had to endure. So my goal in what it is that I do is to be the biggest impact that I can possibly be on these teenagers. I'm talking about from the age of 13 all the way up. That's my category right there. I want to see them living their very best life. I want to see them growing and evolving. I love when I see little girls that are 13, 14, 15 years old and they walking out talking about boundaries, and they talking about, you won't talk to me that way, and they utilizing their voice, and they're not putting up with stuff. I love it, baby. Love that for them. And also, if you guys have not got y'all ticket, I'm coming to Dallas, Texas, September the 28th. Go to my Eventbrite, get in the room tour, Dallas, Texas. I got a lot of Dallas supporters. Dallas, I need y'all in the building. I need y'all in the building. The Eventbrite is up right now. Dallas, Texas, Saturday, September the 28th. Go ahead and get your ticket. Get on Eventbrite, get your ticket, because we coming to Dallas. Saturday, September the 28th. Go to Eventbrite and get your ticket. I would tell y'all to come to the masterclass, but if y'all don't mind for a second, y'all just give it up for God real quick. It's sold out. I would tell y'all to come to the masterclass, but it's sold out. God just be doing what they be doing. I would tell you to go get a ticket for the masterclass, but I can't, because the masterclass is sold out. That's just it. So yes, if you like OG Nunu from New Orleans, she gonna be out there. If you like Victoria's Visionary, she gonna be out there. And this class right here gonna be from the privacy of your home. All you gotta do is show up with your laptop, your ink pen, and your notepad, and we going all the way in, baby. Understand that we talking about breaking the toxic cycles in relationship, friendships, familyships, and religion. That's OG Nunu, that's Victoria's Visionary, and your girl Street Poet. The masterclass Saturday, September the 14th. Sold out. We ain't got no more tickets left. So the next time that you got to go to, y'all got to go over there September the 28th. I'm coming to Dallas, Texas. I need you to go to Eventbrite, get your ticket up off of Eventbrite so you can see me live in person. I'm coming to Dallas, man. I hope y'all ready. I love me some you, and I will see you guys soon. Be good. All right, man.